What's up, everybody? Hi, Warrior Babes. Nikki here, and welcome to our Warrior Babe Wednesday live Q&A time together. Super excited to be here with you guys. As you guys are joining this live, go ahead and comment and say, hey, what's up? Give me a wave emoji. Let me see everybody who's attending. And continue to leave like the comments after this is live. If you're watching it at a later date or time, give me the hashtag replay and continue to leave as many comments as you guys can so that this pushes the video to the top of our Facebook group so the other babes can join in and see the live video going on. What's up, guys? Hi, everybody. All right. So as you guys join, remember to say, hey, what's up? We'll get started in just a few minutes. So if you have a question, you guys can start commenting your questions below in the comment area. What's up? Hi, Rhonda. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, babes. Hi, Amy. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I just woke up like an hour ago, 2 hours ago. But I appreciate that. Welcome, guys. Hi, everyone. What's up? Happy New Year. I hope everybody's having a great start to their new year, 2020, guys. Time to show up, time to do the work. Let's go. What's up, people? All right, so if you guys have any questions, we can start commenting in the comment section and we'll get started with this Q&A in just a couple minutes. So before we do dive in, I want to give a shout out and a welcome to all of our new Warrior Babes. Hi, everybody. I am super excited that you are part of this community, that you are, and to the veteran Warrior Babes too as well, like the ones that have been in it for a minute and kicking ass with the program. So I wanted to give a shout out to you guys, to the veteran Warrior Babes, to the new Warrior Babes. You guys are all, everybody, you guys are part of a community of thousands of women who are working on getting toned, becoming strong, more confident versions of themselves, as Warrior Babe is where strong is the new sexy. Yes. Hi, guys. Happy Warrior Wednesday. Yes, I love that. So if you guys are new to Warrior Babe, first of all, and I'm sure the veteran Warrior Babes have heard me say this over and over and over again, but it's good. I want you guys, especially now that it's the new year, especially that it's like the first really full week of the new year, take the time to go through the blast off emails. They are there to set you up for long-term success. They're there to help you get focused on exactly what goals you're here to accomplish. When you know what goal you want to accomplish, that gets you more excited to go and take action. And then when you take action, it gets you the results that you want to have, right? So setting up your goal, knowing why you're here to accomplish that goal, and being committed to the goal that you're here to accomplish. So that is all set up in the blast off emails. Now, if you're new, it's really important to go through that. If you're a veteran Warrior Babe, I highly recommend that you go back, you sit down, you take the time to really focus on what you're here to accomplish and commit to it, right? Like what I've been seeing in the other Q&As that I did the other day with the blueprint and the VIP is that there's shiny object syndrome going on right now. And people are on the internet, obviously, looking at all the different things, program, popping up. And people are like, oh, I'm going to jump in and do this. Guys, look, you want to set your goal and you want to commit to that goal and you want to see that goal through until the end. Warrior Babe gives you all the tools, all of the resources to get you to that tone body that you're all achieving. There's no need to jump into anything else. Like legit, when I say ignore everything else that's out there and just put your focus on one thing, that this program is going to help you accomplish what you want to accomplish, okay? Get rid of the shiny object syndrome, focus on one goal that you're here and commit it all the way until the end. All right, ran over. Hi guys, what's up? Angela, hi Gail. What's up, babes? Oh, thank you. Okay, so I see you guys are popping on some questions here. One thing that I want to just cover before we dive into these questions too as well is questions. So I know that babes that are joining our community, if you guys are pop it in and not taking the time to go through the application, I highly recommend before you drop into the community asking questions, take the time to go through the app, take the time to go through our resources and learn what I'm sharing with you before you jump into the community asking a bunch of questions, because we're just gonna send you to that location inside the app or inside of our resource page to get your questions answered and have you learn where everything is inside of our platforms. So take the time, go through the application, listen to everything I'm sharing with you. If the question that you're seeking isn't found inside the application, then you can you swipe left on the application home screen, and there's a need help section. That's going to take you to our frequently asked questions resource page. I built an entire platform with all of our most frequently asked questions from like the start of WarriorBabe up until now. We're always constantly adding to it. So if the question can't be answered there, if it can't be answered inside the app or the frequently asked questions page, then you can head to the Facebook community and you can ask your fellow WarriorBabes and tag Kate or tag myself, and we're here to help you. So remember that, guys, okay? All right, so let's dive into this and start our Q&A. Where are we starting here? Okay, Dawn, pull-ups, erg, I have a goal to do just one. Do you have any tips on where to start? Yeah, 100%. Don't go all in, 100. Like, if you go and you attempt to do a pull-up without any assistance, yeah, that's gonna be super, super challenging. You're not gonna be able to do it, right? And then you're gonna feel super defeated because you can't do one pull-up. So the way that I would recommend starting is there's gyms that have the assisted pull-up machine. Use that. Right? It either it'll pull out in front of you and you can put your legs on it or your knees on it. And I mean, shit, I still use that. Like, use that first, work your way up, do like low weight and focus on getting the reps in. And over time, you're going to build the muscle stamina to be able to do 1, 2, 3 body weight pull-ups. So like I said, if you go and attempt one pull-up, you're not going to be able to do it, especially if you're just starting out, and it's going to be super hard and super defeating if you do it that way. Work your way up by doing assisted first, and then in like a month, see where you're at. See if you can do one body weight pull-up. It takes time. Building strength takes time. Amy, can you cover how you recommend finding your 1 rep max? Okay, yes. And this is going to be additional content inside of our blueprint program, which I'm super excited to get that inside that program. So how I find my 1 max rep. Okay, so I will go into the gym. I'm going to use squat as an example. And I will warm up with just the bar to start off with, doing maybe like 10, 12 repetitions. And then I'll start putting on, I'll put on 135. And guys, keep in mind, this is my weight. I don't recommend that you guys do it. The weight's gonna differ for everybody. So I start on putting 135 and I'll do maybe like 8 to 10 reps. And then, Amy, you're getting super excited, aren't you? That was a lot of hearts. And then I do 8 to 10 reps at 135, and then I'll keep adding. Like, I'll jump up maybe 185, see how many reps I can do. 185, usually I can do like 6, and then, or maybe like 4 to 6. So essentially what I'm trying to say is each time, you don't want to waste too much of your energy expenditure on repetitions, because then your max won't be a true max. So you want to add weight each time, each set that you're doing. And once you get to like the heavier weight side of things, Jesus, you guys love this. I love it. So once you get to the heavier side and you're pushing maybe 2 reps, you're like, okay, this is where you kind of feel it and you're in tune with your body. You're like, can I do more? And that's where you want to add maybe like 5, 10 more pounds and see if you can push out that 1 max rep. Now, look, you don't have to do 1 rep to figure out your max. If you can push 2, then you can go and you can, which this will be inside the program, but you can Google what your max would be at 2 reps. and then I'll give you an estimated how much you could push. So that's how I would recommend figuring that out. It's really case sensitive to the person. Weight's going to differ for everybody, but as you work your way up to heavier weights, you just lower the reps every time. And then if you get to a heavy weight and you're only pushing 2 and you're like, ah, shit, I'm fatigued, then that's probably take that 2 reps, go to a calculator, put in that you put this weight and this many reps, and I'll give you your one rep max. Hi, Bobby Joe. Nice. Amy, would you continue your normal workout schedule in the week you're finding your maxes? Would you continue your normal workout schedule in the week you're finding your maxes? Okay, so this is how I do it. Monday would be figuring out my chest max, and I would do what I just said, figuring out getting up to the heavier weight, lower reps. And then the rest of that workout would be me just figuring out how to fatigue, or not figuring out, but it would just be me fatiguing that muscle even more. And then Tuesday would be like an accessory day, either shoulders, chest, back, whatever, smaller muscles, just higher repetitions. Then Wednesday would be my deadlift max day. So I would figure out my deadlift on that day. And then I would just do more hamstring workouts after the deadlift. Then Thursday would be, this is how I program it, guys. Like, I'm literally telling you how I program it for my VIPs. Then on Thursday would be an accessory day again, whatever muscle group I didn't do, whatever muscle group I had programmed. And those 2 accessory days change every single month. And then Friday would be my squat day, figuring out my squat max on that day. There have been times where I've just gone into the gym one day and did every single one of my maxes, chest, deadlift, and squat. And let me tell you, you can do it that way, but it's you're done afterwards. Like, don't even plan anything after that workout, because you're just gonna be dead to the world. I wouldn't recommend doing that way, but if you have to, you can. So the way I would do it is Monday, chest, accessory day, deadlift Wednesday, accessory day, squat Friday, and then you figure out your maxes that day. That's how I program it for my VIPs. All right, Alicia. Hi, Nikki. Hi, Alicia. Amped for my new journey as a WarriorBabe. Nice. Welcome. I'm excited that you're here. Question: often been told macadamia nut oil helps to boost metabolism and cut up, but noticed it's not on the healthy fats shopping list, but macadamia nuts are on your long list of healthy fats. What's your take on mac oil? Nice. Okay, great question. I've never used macadamia nuts, so honestly, if I've never used it, I'm not gonna give my 2 cents on it. I like to experience things first and then share it with you guys. So honestly, I don't really have a question for that, or an answer for that one. If anybody else wants to chime in on their if they've ever used macadamia nuts as or macadamia nut oil as a way to fit in fats, drop your experience with that. What's up, Marla? What's up, Kristen? Hi, babes. Where's everybody at? Let's go. I'm all caught up on your questions. I hope everybody's having a great start to your new year, guys. Seriously, like, take the time this week, if you haven't already, to really set your intentions and your goals for yourself and what you want to accomplish this year. It's really important to, especially starting out, right? Everybody's super amped. Everybody's excited. It's a new year, new me. I'm going to go work out. I'm going to do this. I'm 100% committed. But then once, usually 2-3 weeks in, like, it's happens every year. 2 months in, like, people just start giving up. But you guys are WarriorBabes. You don't give up. I love the hearts. You guys focus on the goals that you want to accomplish. And what I love to say when I said to my VIPs the other day is that, a lot of people are really good starters at this point, really good starters at the new year, but a lot of people are terrible finishers. And as WarriorBabes, you guys are really good starters, and you carry it all the way through. Okay, you're going to be the ones in June still working out. You're going to be the ones in July still working out. And let me tell you,
you may 2 months in, you may feel that urge to like, oh, what the fuck am I doing? Right? Like, why am I doing this? But at that point, that's where you come back to your goals and remember that if you give up now, it's just going to go backwards. You have to continue moving forward. Like, you're going to have those highs and low points. That's just part of your journey. It's going to happen, but just remember to push through and continue to always be moving forward with your goals, never backwards. Amy, you're welcome. I'm glad that helped. Hi, Kelly. Michelle, my dinner is very close to my workout. How to fit in pre and post workout and no carbs at dinner? Okay, so with your pre and post workout, say you're working out, say you're eating your pre-workout at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you go work out at 5 o'clock, and then it's an hour workout that puts you at, or an hour and a half that puts you at like what, 6:30. You guys can eat that last meal, that last dinner, like, or whatever it is for you guys. It doesn't have to be the 3-hour mark. You're actually gonna find yourself super, super hungry after a workout and after you have that fast-acting carbohydrate, that fast-acting protein, because your body's just gonna absorb it. So within an hour, you're gonna be like, hey, where's the food at? So you can have that meal closer to your post-workout meal than like the 3-hour mark that I say, or 2.5-hour mark. Really, that's the only, like, normally for me, what I do is on my breakfast and throughout my days, 2.5 hours to 3 hours. But then when I get to that pre-workout, post-workout, I'm always eating within an hour to an hour and a half after my post-workout meal. So I hope that helps, babe. Angela, I'll be starting my third 48-hour fast this evening, planning on going back through blast off into info, revisiting my goals, intentions, and affirmations, plus getting some mindset reading done. Yes, that's awesome, babe. Good. I highly recommend that all of you guys do that. And not necessarily the fast. Remember, the fast is there to help you in terms of digestion. It's not to be thrown out there like candy to do all the time, every time. Like, I recommend doing it maybe once a month. But this is a really good time. As you're in that fast, you're going to be in a really strong mental space to go through, set the goals, set the intentions, and commit to them. So I highly recommend that you guys do that. It's so, so good. Heather, the chest workout this month is brutal. Yes, I love to hear that. Walkout push-ups, and then toward the end, more push-ups. I literally thought I was going to die. Love it. Great burn. Good. I'm glad that I'm killing you guys. That's what those workouts are for. And you'll notice too, this brought to my attention yesterday when I was in the shower. So let me share it with you guys. Like, any new thing that you guys start, and especially all of you new warrior babes, anything that's new is going to seem hard at first. And especially when these workouts are brutal to your body, right? You're going to be 3 days and you're going to be like, oh my God, I'm so sore. I don't even want to go to the gym. Look, listen, anything that you guys start is going to be hard. But if you continue through, if you drink your water, if you hydrate, if you get enough sleep, and you continue going, it's going to get easier and easier and easier. Don't be that person that just because it's hard at the beginning, you give up. You give up within 1 week or 2 weeks. Oh, my body's too sore, blah, 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 right? Like, don't be that person. See it through. Even though it's sore, you guys, it's a good thing that it's sore, that your body's sore. Keep going. It's going to get easier and easier and easier and easier. Trust me. All right, Angela, yeah, I only do fast once a month, but it helps me so much. Yes, good, that's awesome. Fasting is great. If you guys have any, like, I talked about this on the rally call like a couple months ago. It's inside of the app in the rally call section, and then there's also a like printable document in the printable section of the WarriorBabe basics that how I recommend with the fasting and everything like that. So you guys can listen to the rally call. You can go and check out the document that I have. That will help you understand my intake on with fasting. All right, babes, any more questions? Hi, Linda. What's up, babes? Let me ask you guys a question. Let's turn it around here. What are your goals for 2020? Who has them? Leave them in the comment section. I want to see what your goals are. All right, babes, not everybody at once. Oh, thanks, Kristen. Where are the goals at, guys? Let me know. I want to know what your 2020 goals are. More self-care. Good. I like to hear that. I like to read that. There might be some lag with my question here in the video, so I'm getting more questions, so I'm going to answer them. Okay, there we go. Now we're getting them in. To get out of my head, want to feel comfortable to wear a bikini, a real one. Beautiful. Goal to build muscle. Yes, that's my goal too. Okay, great. All right, let me jump back to these questions. How do we know when to switch to hypertrophy? So I've said this in many Q&As before. When you reach the goal that you are comfortable at and you're happy with your body, whether it's decreasing body fat, losing weight, whatever your goal here is to accomplish, I recommend then to switch out of the HIIT and move into hypertrophy. So nobody should be doing hypertrophy that's still looking to burn body fat, because the hypertrophy side of things, you need to have a caloric high surplus, so caloric surplus, in order to do those workouts. It's a progressive overload. So you need a lot of food in order for the muscles to recover and give you the strength inside the gym. So once you hit a goal with your body, and you want to start switching out, increasing more calories into your everyday routine, and then bump up to those hypertrophy workouts. That's when I recommend to switch into them. Jen, I struggle with belly fat. Have been counting macros for 1.5 years and working out. I pushed myself pretty hard, but just can't seem to get anywhere with my belly area. Have a friend that says maybe I need to chill a little on the workouts. I do 5 sets of each superset, usually 6 days a week. What are your thoughts on cortisol, and should I be pushing too hard? Could I be pushing too hard? Yeah, Jen, so this is very case sensitive and it's very different for everybody, but it depends also to how many days of cardio are you doing. Like, a lot of people who overdo cardio and overdo lifting, that will rise your cortisol levels, and cortisol is the best friend to store body fat. So there may be, like, I would recommend for you, babe, and I don't know everything inside of like your whole story, but what I would recommend is that you cut it down to maybe a 5-day and you try doing just 3 days, 2 days to 3 days of cardio. That's what I would recommend doing. Cortisol, yeah, you could totally rise that, and it could be too much and it could be working against you. Also too, like, how committed are you to macros? Are you 100% with macros? Are you 80% macros? Do you go on and off? Like, that's what's more with the story there. Shed at least 20 pounds of body fat and increase 10 pounds of muscle despite menopause. Nice, I love that. That is a great goal. Can the gallon of water be too much? I've been doing it for the past few weeks and have noticed some fatigue throughout the day. Not sure if that is that or something else. No, that is not it, babe. It's definitely, Gail, I would go into like some lifestyle things. Like, what is it outside that may be causing you to feel fatigued throughout the day? Is it stress? Is it not getting enough sleep? It's definitely not water. Water is going to help you. And a gallon of water is not too much, especially with the workouts you guys are doing, with the recovery that you need. That is not the problem. Alicia, thank you for your honest answer to my question and keeping it 100. Goals to drop 40 pounds and do unassisted chin-ups again. Yes, you are so welcome, babe. That's what I'm here to do. Be 100% real with you guys. If you guys need some tough love, like don't be afraid to, drop a comment in here, a question in here where you need help. Like, I'm here to give you tough love. I'm here to pull you out of your own way and see and help you see where you guys can go. Because sometimes that is, I deal with it with the VIPs all the time. Their biggest problem is that they get in their own way. And they don't have anybody to pull them out of their own way. And that's what causes 2 months of not getting results to happen, right? So I'm here to help you guys, give you some tough love, keep it real. And know that you guys can do this. You guys can accomplish any goal that you have in mind for yourself. You just gotta sometimes, get out of your own way, stop the excuses and commit and focus. Do the work. Angela, continue building more muscle and getting stronger, but also to do unassisted pull-ups and getting my mind right. Nice. A lot of you guys want to do these unassisted pull-ups. I love it. Listen, my husband has been doing the workouts with me for the last couple of months and they kill him. He hates the supersets. That's awesome. Love it. Yeah, that's great. Kristen, mine has been to do cardio before work so I can lift after work. Nice. Yeah, what I just read the other day, I follow Shelby Starr. I don't know if you guys have ever heard him. But he said that about cardio, it's a nice thing in the morning to just spend time with himself. For everybody, for him, he just like gets his day started. He does his cardio, he plans his day. I kind of like I never done it like that, but I definitely can see how that can be beneficial. It's like your time in the morning. And you guys like that, like the hearts. Rabin to stay consistent and constant. Yeah, guys, like anything, you need to be consistent. Anything in life, to win, to get results, it's consistency. Amy, gain muscle in my legs, develop all my posterior muscles, get my thyroid levels back to normal and metabolism revving. Babe, I would say we're definitely on that trajectory with those goals for sure. I love it. Heather, how long do you recommend staying in normal workouts before switching to hypertrophy? Or is this more goal-based and different for each person? Heather, I just answered this, so maybe you heard me answer it, but it's goal-based. Once you hit your goal with your body that you want to be at, that's where you would start increasing your calories and then switching over to hypertrophy. To be in hypertrophy, you have to be in a caloric surplus because it's more progressive overload and your body's going to need that food. Look at that neck vein. Your body's going to need that food in order to give you the strength with those workouts and also for recovery too as well. Teresa, I have a question, but more suitable for Blueprint because it requires your consultation. I have been in hypertrophy for 4 months and had a scan of golds again today. No change since October 31st, but my body definitely looks different. Thinking about moving to fat loss to get the best bikini body I've ever had. How does that sound? Yeah, babe, can you jump on the Blueprint, which will be at what? It's in 1 hour. So if you could jump on that would be awesome so we can talk about it. Because then we would want to talk about your macros if you want to switch over into this. So yeah, try and jump on that if you can, and we'll chat. You guys are going crazy with the hearts and the emojis, and I love it. Dawn, keep my mindset in the right place. Stay away from the negative self-talk. Yes, guys, negative chatter goes on constantly in our brains every single day. And once you're able to really consciously be aware of it, that's how you can switch into more positive thinking. And then, like I share with you guys all the time, I share with it on my story the other day, your beliefs go into actions, which go into the results, which go into feedback, right? So if, at the belief stage, if you think you cannot do it, or if you think it's too hard, or you're just throwing a bunch of excuses out, well, guess what? Your actions are going to be non-existent. Your actions are going to be terrible. You're going to not want to go to the gym. You're not going to log your food. You're going to say, oh, this is bullshit. This is too hard. And then guess what? Your results are going to be non-existent. And then you're going to be frustrated, and that's going to be your feedback. And it's just going to be this constant negative thing where you're 2 months, 3 months, 4 months in, and you're struggling to get your results that you want to because of your beliefs. So you got to intercept your own beliefs. You got to change them into new ones, more positive. I can do this. This is going to get me results. I'm going to feel good. And then that's going to take you into action of, I'm going to go to the gym. And guys, even at the beginning, the results aren't going to show, but as long as you believe in yourself and you believe that you can do this, taking action 2, 3 weeks, 1 month, like you're going to start seeing the results that you want to. And then that's going to give you that positive feedback, the positive that this is actually working, I can do this. That's going to change, that's going to go back into your beliefs. It's going to cause you to take better action, cause you to get better results. Like you see it, like I love sharing this with you guys. And that's, yeah, you guys love it. I love it. Keep the emojis up. But seriously, like you got it all starts here. And then that drives you into action, gets you results, and then just goes into this whole positive feedback loop. All right, I should add that I prefer lifting weights, and if I don't have time, cardio is the first thing to go. I am endo, maybe I need to do more cardio. Yeah, babe, if you are endo, you definitely do need the cardio in your routine. So if there's a way to figure out how to get that better fit into your schedule. If you need to drop first to, instead of 4 sets, drop down to 3 sets, it's going to make it go a lot faster. Amy, you get the award of the emojis right now, or the likes and the hearts. You're just firing them away. So yeah, you want to figure out, like, drop, if you're doing 4 sets, drop to 3 sets and get that cardio in there, especially if you're endo. Mesos, ectos is a different story. Kelly, my goal is to put myself first and get back mentally strong for 2020. Of course, to see more definition. Babe, this babe has been through it the past 2 months. She's a VIP. I am so proud of where you are at, Kelly, mentally, because the things that have gotten thrown your way would cause anybody to give up. She's been a member for, I don't know, Kelly, how long now? Like months. And we weren't seeing results. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? And recommended her to go see her doctor, hormones maybe, like all this kind of stuff. And then she went to see an eating doctor. And it turns out that she was allergic to basically everything that was on her plan. Egg whites, she can't drink coffee for 2 months, oatmeal, gluten, like everything. And thank God that we got these answers, because now going into this new year, we've pretty much programmed a whole vegan menu. But it just gave us so many answers to the questions that were kind of unanswered. Like, why aren't we seeing results? Like, thank God, babe. I'm so proud of you. And so I'm looking forward to this new year with you. All right, Amy, once I reach those first goals, begin a cut and take first place in International Physique League in the Women's Athletic Pro Division. Nice. I can't wait to watch your journey. You are amazing, Amy. Like, I love talking to you on the Blueprint calls. And I'm excited to see where you go in 2020. All of you guys, I'm excited to see where you go. Remember, commit to these goals and see them through until the end. Once you guys commit, it is hella easy to say no to what isn't in alignment with the goals that you want to accomplish. It's hella easy to say no to the shining objects that are coming your way on the internet, on social media, whatever. Like, it's once you commit and you know that you have the tools and resources is here, see it all the way until the end. Focus on one thing. One thing. Carolyn, I'm currently on a deficit. I am also breastfeeding and have been able to maintain milk supply. However, I am not incorporating cardio. Should I just see how I do with cardio at my current calorie intake or go up a bit since breastfeeding? Should I just see how I do with cardio? You're not incorporating cardio, so I wouldn't recommend doing any cardio. And see how that you hold steady right now, because you are burning so many calories by just breastfeeding. So I would consider breastfeeding your cardio. So I would continue to not incorporate it and see how you do. You would not incorporate cardio is what I'm saying. Kristen, this may sound silly, but is there a way to test if your cortisol levels are high? I've seen that keto has the pee sticks to see if you're in ketosis. Maybe we need to get like a cortisol stick or something. You can though go to your, you would have to schedule right now before, anything's invented to see if cortisol is high, but you can go to your doctor and your doctor will tell you, your hormonal doctor, your GYN or whatever, they'll tell you if your cortisol is naturally high or not. But it's not as easy as just peeing on a stick to know what that is. But guys, naturally, like circadian rhythm, in the morning, our cortisol levels rise because of light. So like I say in that rally call with you guys lifting in a fasted state, and why I don't recommend it is because putting weight or lifting weights first thing in the morning is stress on your body. And if you haven't eaten anything, that's just causing more stress, more cortisol to rise. So yeah, that's a great rally call for you guys to listen to. 3 reasons why lifting weights on the fastest state I don't recommend, and what's going on. It's more scientific based and more of like, oh wow, like I know a lot of feedback came back from you guys like, wow, that was a really great rally call, and you guys shifted your mindset on like eating before and fueling your body before. Definitely check that out. Emily, hey Nikki, I've been out for almost 3 weeks with vertigo. When I get back, which should be next week, any tips, thoughts on getting back at it? I'm used to jumping back in where I left off. All right, babe. So yeah, what I would recommend doing is I would get back to where you were with macros when you initially 3 weeks ago, wherever you were with macros at that point. And then I would just take it super easy and light with your workouts. Like I would even drop to 3 sets and just focus on mind to muscle connection. Don't go crazy. Don't try and lift a lot of weight because your body is just going to be hella sore. So ease your way back into that. And with macros, get back to where you were 3 weeks ago. Bobby Joe. Tough love is why I'm VIP. That should be your quote for 2020, babe. I love you to the moon and back. You are amazing. Bobby Joe has endured a lot of tough love, and she's great. She's definitely a great receiver of the tough love. Emily, go hard or go home kind of thing. Yeah, I love that. Oh, okay, yeah, so you're the go hard or go home kind of thing. Okay, yeah, don't do that, Emily, once you get back into it. I totally can relate to you on it. I have done that multiple times, and I've led my body to the point of hospitalization. I traveled 2 years ago to Thailand, Singapore, and Japan, and once I came back home, I was like, yeah, I'm going hard, like balls to the wall, hitting the gym, and guys, I ended up with rhabdomyolysis, which is not fun. And I had to go to the hospital, got 7 liters of fluid to help my kidneys filtrate out the lactic acid that was stuck inside of my muscles. It was terrible. Don't go balls to the wall, especially if you've been out of it for so long, for 3 weeks or 4 weeks, okay? Take it easy. That's why I said take it easy with the workouts. Work your way back into it. 3 sets, then jump into 4 sets next week. Get back to macros, because guys, like that's what it is. Macros is what's going to help you. Food is fuel. Macros is what's going to help you recover. It's going to give you the strength. It's going to give you the energy. That food is important to work your way up to first, and then you can start driving it with the workouts. Yeah, Gail, exactly. Emily, I've been doing the HIS program of endo meso build. Awesome. Teresa, yes, absolutely will be on Blueprint. Okay, cool. All right, wow. Now our group woke up. Now here we go. I love it. Okay, Narcissa, my daughter-in-law, who is in an amazing shape, worked out with me a couple of times during the holiday vacation, and she was like, "Sorry, I can't do any more reps. You are a beast." That was a huge compliment coming for her. That's awesome. Yeah, guys, the HIIT side of things, you'll notice, is also very endurance. Like I've been in hypertrophy for so long, or power side for a couple months now, that once I get into doing the high intensity again, it's going to kick my ass. Like my endurance definitely isn't there 100%. So I'm looking forward to doing them again. Bobby Joe and Kelly totally agree. Yes. With the VIP tough love. Marla, consistency is my goal. Only way to see results and dust off fast and fall and get right back on the wagon. Wait, what? That didn't make any sense, babe. But yeah, consistency, guys. Like that should be everybody's goal. Everybody's focus, everybody's word for 2020, consistency, consistency, consistency. Like in my years of doing this, consistency is hands down the game changer. Kristen, is there a fat caliber that you recommend that we can buy? A lot of the reviews I've come across are poorly rated. Yeah, I recommend more of the, if you guys can get to scans or in-body scans or bod pods, that's going to give you the true to what your body is. Fat calibers there's so much human error that goes into them. You got to like measure the same spot every week. What's really good is I'm not doing fat calibers, but doing more of the measurements. Like that's going to help too as well. Oh, my stomach. Growling, I'm hungry. Yeah, Kelly's been in it since July, babe. I'm so happy we have those answers. Good, awesome. Okay, Dominic, and when do macros change? As weight changes or muscle mass changes? So no, guys, if you guys are losing weight and eating the macros that you're at, there is no need to go back into the calculator and adjust your weight. Those macros are working. Continue to eat that. The goal is to keep in as much food as possible. So if you're losing, continue to hit those macros. Now, if you hit a stall or a lull, and guys, like I recommend going back and listening to all the previous Q&As I've done because I've talked about this multiple times. And this is something that I share in depth inside of my blueprint, which if you guys click the link above in the description, you guys can learn more about my blueprint program. But anyway, with the macro changes, this is case sensitive to everybody, and this is why it's so much more in depth in my blueprint. But you don't want to change macros, obviously, if you're seeing progress. If you come to a lull or a plateau, this is where you want to play around with carbs. You want to drop a little bit in carbs, maybe increase your fat a little bit. Very case sensitive, but first of all, I recommend first to add in an extra day of cardio, more energy expenditure inside the gym. Hold at that for 2 weeks, see how your body adjusts to that. And then if it's still in a plateau, to break it through. And make sure you're measuring on all sides, weight, measurements, taking progress photos. You can't go solely based off of what you see for yourself in the mirror. You look at yourself every single day. So if you're your own worst enemy. You're gonna be like, oh, I'm not seeing changes. And you're gonna be like, I'm gonna change everything in my macros. And then that's just gonna send Mars code to your body. Like, what the fuck are you doing? And then it's not gonna see results moving forward. So make sure that you are taking all measurements and progress check-ins that you possibly can before you do any of these changes. So then add in a day of cardio, more energy expenditure inside the gym. If in 2 weeks no results are happening, then that's where you want to just probably drop a little bit in carbs, about like 25 grams, 15 grams, depending on where you're at. So it's very case sensitive again. All right, Carolyn, looking for, and if you are in maintenance, like this is another side of things. If you're working on building muscle and you're working on you're in the hypertrophy side of things, if your weight is holding steady, your measurements are holding steady, that's where you increase more food. That's how you build your metabolism up. So that's another side of things. If you're in fat loss, one thing, building, another thing. Carolyn, looking forward to the next 3 to 5 months, hoping to reach my goal for fat loss and then to begin hypertrophy. I so badly want to be built and strong. Thank you for this program. Looking forward to your journey, babe, and you are so, so welcome. Emily, yikes. Okay, I'll take it easier after hearing your story. Glad you're okay. Yeah, that was 3 years ago, but yeah, totally like keep that in mind. My macros have been back on this week, so that's a start at least. Okay, awesome. Patty, oh, thank you, babe. Alicia just listened to that fasted rally call today. Regarding cortisol being worse for gals in or pre-menopausal, should I, at 52 now, at least have supercarb upon waking before an early AM cardio only? So, babe, what I would recommend for you is I would try and have more of a food, a whole food, rather than having that super carb. But where I'd recommend you using that super carb is you can sip on it throughout your workout, and then also have it like after your workout too as well. But you have to take into account that that has carbs in it, so you have to attribute to your carb count. But yeah, I would focus on having more of like fruit or rice cakes. Like a lot of my VIP babes do rice cakes before workout. It's a fast acting carbohydrate, and it will give you that fuel inside the workout. Marielle, what is the best advice for vegan macros and not going to process and shakes? Carbs always seem to be high, and I feel like I have to just eat protein all day. Yeah, so this is a great question for you vegans. There is seitan, which is a great plant-based protein, which is not commonly used. There are no carbs in it. And I remember when I went pescatarian / not fully vegan, like years ago, that is one thing that I used constantly. And then there's, what else? There's tofu too as well. There's a vegan section inside the app that we're building out too, babe. So that can help as well. There's, God, Kelly, we just did, if you can drop some of your, because I'm off the top of my head, I'm not remembering your food plan, but if you can drop some of the options that we had in there. There's some great choices from Kelly's plan that we had put together for her that's more whole food as opposed to protein bars, shakes, processed foods. But seitan is great, tofu is great. There's a lot of meatless chicken too, that's great. Gardenia or Garden is a great brand to use for that. When should you start to see changes? If you are not sore, is that a problem? So that's case sensitive too for everybody with changes. You know, people will see changes within 2 weeks, depending on how consistent you are. People will see changes within 4 weeks. Sometimes it takes somebody, like, you could be starting at everybody's starting at different parts of their journey. Some people need to heal their metabolism on the inside to get the results on the outside, and that can take up to 2 weeks, or 2 months. Like I just talked to somebody inside the Blueprint who I'm working on actually just going straight into maintenance because she shot her metabolism from all these restrictive diets, and now she's having a hard time losing. So I'm helping her build her metabolism up before she even focuses on losing weight. And a lot of people don't like to hear that, but to get the results, instead of going a year being frustrated, not seeing what they want, she's going to spend the next month, 2 months, maybe a month, 2 months and a half building her metabolism, then cutting back down. She's going to have the results she wants in 4 months. So it's very case sensitive. Changes happen differently for everybody. Second question that you're asking me is if you're not sore, is that a problem? Yeah, you want to be focusing on, that comes to you inside the weight room. Like you want to be focusing, the last 3 reps of your set should be challenging. If they're not challenging, if you're just going through the motions, then you want to increase your weight so that the last 3 reps of that set are challenging. All right. And keep that mind to muscle connection. If you're a new babe, this is something that, can be established as you go through this. You'll learn everything that I'm sharing with you as long as you just keep putting in the work and showing up every day. Laura, hi Nikki. I've been with WarriorBabe since like October. I've been working through back problems, muscle spasms, off and on, which has made me stop my workouts and restart. But over the holiday, I received such amazing comments from my family that had not seen me for a couple of months. It felt awesome to know that my results are visible, even though I felt like I haven't been able to do enough. Thank you so much for this program. We can eat and still make the changes we want with our body. Yes, wow, I love that comment. And thank you for sharing that, babe. And you know what, like I said earlier in this Q&A, we are our own worst enemy. So you guys look at yourselves on a daily basis, and it's going to be really hard for you to see changes, but people on the outside, they see it. Take that and receive that feedback, because it's working. And that's the feedback that you need to intercept your new beliefs, build new beliefs, and drive you into action, get results. So remember that, you guys. Remember that. That's awesome, babe. Thank you for sharing. Angela, I've gained inches in my hips and thighs, but I see more muscle and not much flab. So even though my weight has also gone up, could this be more of muscle gain or fat? I feel like it is muscle, but would like your thoughts. I mean, Jesus, Angela, you just shared that picture inside the community where you looked like this and then you looked like this and your weight is completely the same. So it's fair for me to say, not knowing the whole story, that you are putting on muscle for sure. Narcissa, Nikki, you just mentioned going from hypertrophic workouts to HIITs. How often do you do that? I'm doing hypertrophy and loving it. How do I know when I need to go back to HIITs workouts, and is that necessary? So like I said, like when you guys find a goal or you're at your goal, that's where you would transition into hypertrophy. The reverse is the same. If you're in hypertrophy and you're ready to start cutting down, then you would switch to HIIT workouts. Is there a creatine that you recommend? Guys, I don't use creatine. And let me just throw this in there, food for thought. And if you guys are eating meats, if you guys eat chicken, beef, anything that comes from a mom or a dad produces natural creatine. Where I recommend creatine is for vegans who don't eat any meat. That is where that supplement comes into handy, and I recommend. But I don't take it, so I don't have a creatine brand that I would recommend to take. Yeah, Kelly, the tofu breakfast scrambled. That's tofu, seitan, like those are the one people are not aware of, but great. Even vegans aren't aware when I throw in the seitan. They're like, what is that? I'm like, game changer. Seitan is great. Kelly, here we go. This is mainly her vegan side of things. Coconut yogurt, rice cakes, broccoli, asparagus, peanut butter, English muffins. And when we post a menu, I can drop you my sample menu in Messenger. Or you can take a screenshot, Kelly, and you can post it inside the Facebook group. That would help too. Awesome, thank you. Okay, awesome, babes. Well, yes, please would love that. Yes, Kelly. So take that screenshot and drop it inside the Facebook community. All right, so I could hang out with you guys all day long, but I'm going to pop off here for our Q&A. It's been awesome. These were great questions. I hope that you guys have some clarity moving forward with what you guys need to take action on next. Remember, take the time this week to get clear on your goals, set your intentions, and then take action on them, guys. Commit to one thing and see it through all the way until the end. All right, babes, I'm going to pop off. Remember, we will be here for our Valley Call on Sunday, and then we will have our next Q&A in 1 week. Guys, immerse yourself. If you are new to WarriorBabe, immerse yourself in WarriorBabe. Listen to everything I'm sharing with you. Trust the process. It works. It's worked for thousands of babes. It's the tools and resources I've used for the last 5 years of my life in this industry and changing my own body composition. So do it. Take action, guys. Thanks, Nikki. I'm ready to slay it again. Yes, go crush it, babes. Go get it. Each of you have a goal for yourself, and it's your duty to see it through to accomplish that goal. All right? Love you all. Have a good rest of your evening. crush it tomorrow, wake up strong, motivated. Go do it. Bye, everyone.